name is Lacey. Blue is asleep, but she might come and join us in a moment. You're joining me for a short and sweet practice meant to help ease you into sleep this evening. So go ahead and grab a few pillows if you don't have them already. You might have a blanket near you. Make sure you're totally comfortable and then come into a seat. You might take one of your pillows underneath your seat, or you might take a blanket, a cushion, something to give you a little bit of extra length in your spine. And we'll take a few rounds of Nadi Shodhana or alternate nostril breathing to begin. So take your right hand, take your peace fingers, and ground it into the space in between your brows. So just a little bit of a gesture to quiet the mind. And we'll actually be taking a variation of this practice. So to begin, seal off your right nostril and take an inhale through the left side. And as you exhale, let your breath go with a shush sound. Seal off the left nostril, inhale through the right side. Exhale. Inhale left. Exhale. Inhale right. Exhale. A few more. Inhale left. Exhale. Inhale right. Exhale. Last round. Inhale left. Exhale. Inhale right. Exhale. Let your hands go. Let your breath become normal, become steady again. Let your mind stay soft. If you still had those fingers there, just reminding the mind to stay quiet. Take your palms together into your heart. And if you need to open your eyes for this, you can. We'll take a gesture called Shakti Mudra. You could curl your thumbs into your palms. Wrap your first two fingers around those palms. Extend your last two fingers out, and then touch the tips of those last two fingers in together. Take this in close, as if you could whisper into your hands. Draw your chin softly down to your chest, and then close your eyes if they're not there already. And start to direct your awareness into your hands. Shakti Mudra is a gesture that is said to help with insomnia, may or may not, but it is one that represents our divine feminine energy. It represents our ability to connect in with the motherly side of ourselves, with the nurturing side, and with the side that can just ease our bodies into whatever it is that we need in this moment. So direct your awareness in on your hands. And breathe in here. And let it go with another shush. One more time with the breath quiet. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Release your hands. And just give your legs a gentle extension outward. Maybe pedal your knees up, very slowly moving up and down, up and down. Guide the soles of your feet together to touch. Take your knees out wide. You could take cushions underneath your knees if you want a little more support here. Take your thumbs to the insides of the feet and give yourself a gentle massage of the feet here. And just giving your feet a little bit of love. taking the thumbs into wherever your body needs, wherever feels tense, feels tender, feels tight. And pausing anytime you find a knot. See if you can give each space of the feet attention, especially the ones that are calling for it, and especially the ones that are staying a little bit quiet. Touching the toes, touching the heels, touching the tops of your feet. Good, and then roll your spine upright. Take your hands outside of your knees to slide them back in. Extend your left leg out to the left side and then bend your right knee so that the sole of the foot comes to the inside of the extended leg. You can curl your right fingertips out to the right side and reach your left arm overhead, taking a gentle side body stretch. You might stay here if you'd like a stargazer. Point through your toes on your left extended leg, then maybe lift your hips up. And lower back down. Sweep your arm all the way around and then come into a soft fold over the leg. Your chin can tuck down into your chest. Your shoulder blades can spread here. And you can soften every muscle in your body. Notice at the point at which your body tells you to stop in this fold. Baby might tell you to stop. Low back might tell you, or the back of the thigh, the back of the hamstring. Just respect your body here. Give it what it needs. Good, and then roll your spine back upright. Change your legs around. Have your right leg extended out, left foot pressing in. Curl your left fingertips out to the side and then reach your right arm overhead. Either stay or if you'd like a stargazer, lift onto your shin. Lifting fingers, lifting the hips. And then lower your seat all the way down. Swing the arm around. And then make your chest so that it moves towards the extended leg. It doesn't have to square all the way forward. Baby might stop it. Soften yourself down. Head can become heavy. Breath can become soft. Roll your spine back upright. And give your knee a bend. And then crawl your way out onto all fours, taking hands, taking knees down, maybe cushioning up your knees if you like, taking a pillow or a blanket underneath them. Once you arrive onto all fours, just give your hips a sway from side to side. Maybe stay with the palms grounded or maybe drop down onto forearms as you do this. Just sway from side to side. And let your head become heavy as if your head were a paintbrush. You could just paint your bed, paint the earth, paint whatever surface you're on. Good. And then lift yourself back up onto hands and knees. Take a few pillows here. Have one or two of them underneath you. As you widen your knees apart, settle your hips down to your heels and come into a child's pose. Nice, easy, and soft. If your knees are feeling tight, or if anything else in the lower half of the body doesn't enjoy this shape, you could take a third pillow, set it in between your hips and heels, just making the angle of your knees a little bigger. As you land into child's pose, let one cheek move down to the side of your pillow. You might give your hips a gentle sway, your tail a gentle wag side to side. And let your body become soft. And you just want to feel that your chest is supported. You want a little bit of space in between your belly and the soft pillow. So the soft pillow will cushion the belly, but you just don't want to feel like you're jamming your belly into the pillow. So just making a little bit of space for baby as you're here. And find a few rounds of breath. And if your cheek is to one side, you can switch it around to the second side. We'll take a few more moments in this child's pose. As you're here, just notice how your body feels in this shape. And notice what you can do to invite a little more relaxation, a little more softening. Maybe that means softening through the neck, softening through the jaw. You could open, close the lips a few times. Or maybe softening all the way down into the hips, into the pelvis. Maybe again taking that gentle wag of your tail side to side. And let yourself rest in this sense of softness. Slowly ease your way out, starting to walk the hands back, starting to roll your spine just gently, gently upright. Keep your head heavy. Once you're upright, let your gaze lift up. Give your shoulders a few rolls up, down, and around. And take an inhale, draw your heart forward, maybe lifting the gaze up. And then as you exhale, tuck your chin down to your chest, a gentle rounding over baby. Inhale, shoulders hug in, heart lifts forwards. And exhale, spread the upper back, round your spine. And one more time into an easy cat and cow spine. Inhaling, heart moves forward. Exhaling to round. Good. Come into a neutral spine. And we'll make our way into a side lying shavasana on the left side. So just set yourself up in a shape that you could fall asleep in potentially. If you do end up falling asleep, that's more than okay. That's what you're here for, right? So if you do happen to fall asleep, that's great. You might be in bed for this next shape. Have a pillow underneath your left ear. Have another pillow in between your legs. And a third pillow for you to hug onto. You might have a blanket also to cover your body. And make sure you're not using your core strength to take yourself down. Use your arms to climb yourself down. Moving slowly, moving with ease. Take that pillow in between the shins, creating a 90-degree angle with the legs. Take another pillow underneath your left ear. Just making sure that your spine is in a neutral alignment, that your head isn't jutting forward, but it's just level. with the collarbones, with the shoulders. You could have a slight tuck of your chin into your chest. Blanket in between the arms can be really nice to invite a sense of comfort, a sense of ease, a sense that you can let go. And then a blanket over your body for warmth, if that's what you need. As you're here, let your body become a little heavier. You take any small fidgets or big fidgets that you need to find ease in the shape that you are in. And then begin to imagine that space right before you fall asleep. Begin to imagine what the mind does as you come into that space in between wake, in between sleep. That kind of dreamy, groggy, feeling of slipping away. And keep your eyes closed. Let your eyelids stay very heavy as you continue to listen to my voice. I'll take us through a short, sweet yoga nidra practice. And if you fall asleep, perfectly fine. You will wake back up and be fully rested, be fully in your body. But for now, notice any sounds in the room around you. Notice the sound of my voice. The sound of other people, if there's anyone nearby, or pets. The sound of their breath. If there's a fan, notice the gentle hum of that fan. If there's soft music playing, notice that. And move your awareness outside of the room. Notice any sounds from outside. The wind moving through trees. The sound of cicadas maybe. The sound of traffic. Or the sound of stillness. Notice how far out you can hear. And direct your awareness inside, noticing the sound of your breath. Maybe feeling the sound of your heartbeat. Maybe imagining the sound of baby's heartbeat. Now notice your body and let it become a little heavier, melting into your mattress, melting into the surface you're in. And I'll take us through a rotation of consciousness. Notice what your body needs in this moment. If you're running on the cooler side, then you can imagine a warm oil. Maybe it has a scent of lavender moving down your body. If tonight is particularly hot, maybe imagine a cool breeze instead running down the body. And we'll start with this space in between our brows, same space we had our fingers at the beginning of practice. Imagine your cool breeze or your warm oil starting there. And then let it drip over the back of your skull, around the back of your neck, around from that third eye space down through the eyebrows, the brow line, over the eyelids, over the nose, the cheekbones, moving over the jaw, just softening that space as it does, over the lips, the chin, around the ears, down the neck, the front, the back of the neck, down to the collarbones, moving around the backs of your shoulders, shoulder blades, over the tops of your shoulders, down each of the arms, to the elbows, forearms, wrists. Imagine that cool breeze or that warm oil moving over the palms of your hands, wrapping around to the tops of your hands, onto the thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger. Imagine that cool breeze or that warm oil moving to the center of your heart, moving over the sternum, over the ribs, to the upper back, wrapping around to the front of the navel, wrapping around to the baby, covering, coating baby, either with that warm oil or with that cool breeze. To the low back, back of the pelvis, around the hips, into the base of the pelvis, and moving down the femur bone, around the front of the thigh, back of the thigh, around the knees, around the calves, fronts of the shins, down to the ankles, around the heels, soles of the feet, wrapping around the tops of the feet, moving into the big toe, around the second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. And now your entire body is filled. Again, if you're cold already, then you're coated with this warm, luxurious oil. If you're hot, then your body is blown by this cool breeze. Notice how it feels. Now take your mind's eye to baby. Let the breath move down into the belly, feeling a very soft, slow rise and fall. Bringing baby air, bringing baby nourishment. Each time that you breathe in, know that you are breathing in. Each time that you breathe out, know that you are breathing out. And then in your mind's eye, start to count your breath backward from 11, moving all the way down to 0. Each breath in is 1 count, and each breath out is that same count. Let your awareness come fully to the thought of counting. Each time your mind wanders, each time it drifts off, start back up at the top at 11. If you make it all the way down, start back up at the top. And if you drift off to sleep, that's okay too. Start counting now. what you are on. Just begin to let the thought of your breath go. And let your mind stay settled as you invite both the brain and the body to rest a little deeper. I'll leave you at that. Have a wonderful night's sleep.